All right, there's the second dot there that has just appeared, but it's moving away from that second dot. So I went ahead and entered. And sure enough, guys, that is another win. So that's 3 wins in a row with the parabolic dot strategy. Just incredible. Hey, everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we are revisiting a classic 5-second strategy called the parabolic dot. Now, this is only one indicator. We've had this on my channel before, and this has just been a time and tested strategy for the 5 seconds. You know, if you're looking for something, you want to get in and out of the market very quickly, or if you've got like, ADHD or OCD or whatever, you might want to check out this strategy. So really all it entails, it's a parabolic SAR indicator that's applied to the charts. And we're going to be taking trades based off of the little dots that happen on the charts. Okay, so I'll walk you through in great detail. I will also perform some live trades for you to show you exactly how this works. So to set everything up, make sure that you have the regular candles selected up here and that you're on the 5-second time frame. Now for the expiry, that will also be 5 seconds as well. And you can also experiment with the 10-second time frame. And so whichever time frame that you choose, just make sure to match the expiry time with it. So you can just keep it like 5 and 5, or you can keep it 10 and 10, 15 and 15, just like that, just to make it simple. Now for the indicator, we're going to come over here to the indicators list, and you're going to want to select the parabolic SAR. Now, after you've selected the parabolic SAR, just to the right of the name of that indicator, you're going to find a little pencil icon. And the changes that I have made are over here on the Styles menu. And I've just changed the line width from 1 pixel to 2 pixel. That's it. That's all I've changed. And today we're also going to be using the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. This strategy is really only profitable if you have a trade manager that you're using. So this takes out all the guesswork out of your trading because it provides the exact trade amounts for you based on your initial capital. This is only available to the VIP members inside of our private Telegram group, but it's really simple to use, and I will go ahead and demonstrate it throughout this video. But it's only profitable if you have this, because most of the strategies that I have on my channel are generally going to give you about a 50% win rate. So you need more, if you're just trading the same dollar amount, you're going to need to have a much higher win rate, which is extremely hard to find when it comes to binary options. So I've got my real account up here set up with $300. This is real money that I have inside of my account. I have that entered in over on the Trade Manager, and after I've done that, it's going to give me the first trade amount that I'm going to enter for the first trade, which is going to be 109. So back over here on Pocket Option, and I will enter that trade amount, 109. Great. So at this point, I'm pretty much all set to go. But let me go ahead and just briefly go over how this strategy works. Now, before you perform any trades, or before you learn this strategy, it might be a good idea to make sure that you have some OTC assets that have been applied to the top of Pocket Option, or over here on the Assets menu, that you have favorited some assets from either the currencies or whatever type of assets that you want to use. Make sure that the payout over here on the right, that these are paying out 90% or higher, preferably. And so you just make sure to put a little star next to those, just so they appear up at the top inside of Pocket Option. Okay. So the way this strategy works, guys, take a close look. When you apply the parabolic SAR to the chart, you'll notice that when you see the dots below the price is going up. And when you have the dots above the price is going down. Let's go ahead and switch to something else here. Okay, so let's just say something like this. So we've got the dots that are below the price. We can see that there's a little bit of an uptrend in the market. And then when we have the dots above the price up here, we can see that the market price is going down. And so we can use this for our advantage when we're entering the different trades with this strategy. But what we're looking for, and when we are entering, it's going to be when there is a change in direction. And when there's a change in direction, or at least when the parabolic SAR thinks that the market's changing direction, it's going to place the dots on the opposite side of the candles. Okay? So that's what we really want to focus on. We're waiting to see the first candle, or I'm sorry, the first dot that appears. We're going to wait for the second dot to appear with the new direction. Now, if the candles are moving away from the dot, then you're going to want to enter. So if the dots are above the candles, you're looking for sells. If the dots are below the candles, you're looking for buys. And let me go ahead and take off this auto scroll here just for a moment here. So that's all you have to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do some live trades here to explain exactly how this works in a little bit more detail. So let's just find a chart. Now, a really easy and simple way to flip through the different charts is to make sure that you have the hotkeys turned on over here. This will allow you to use the keyboard shortcuts such as Shift and Tab on the keyboard, and you can easily and quickly flip through the different charts. Look at that. And this allows you to keep your mouse hovered over the buy button or the sell button over here on the right. So it makes this really, really powerful, and it comes in really, really handy with this strategy. Now we are looking for dot number 1. There it is. You see that? And then we have dot number 2 that has printed just to the right of dot number 1, and then we have dot number 3. Well, when you see dot number 2, I want you to look at the candles and see the direction on where the candles are moving. If the candle's moving away from the dot, which is what you want, then you're going to be wanting to enter the trade. Okay? So in this case, the dots are above the price. So you're looking for a red candle to be pushing away from the dots. And if it's doing that, then I will go ahead and enter the trade. I will enter a sell. Okay? So now if it's the other direction, of course, if the dots are below the candles, it's the complete opposite. You're looking for a buy. So let me go ahead and I'll run through a few trades here to share with you. So let's look for dot number 1. Just keep going, and you'll be surprised. You'll find these all the time, guys. Okay, there we go. There's dot number 2. And it looked like it's trying to push down a little bit. We've got about 1 more second to go, and that was a profit. So we've won that first trade. Let's go over here and mark this as a win. And because we can't trade with less than $1 inside a pocket option, let's go ahead and mark this session as completed. I will add 1 session complete over on the session counter. There we go. The new balance inside a pocket option is 301. All right. The first one was easy, but it doesn't always work out like that, guys. Usually you'll have like maybe 3 or even maybe 4 losses in a row. This can happen. And this happens with almost all of the strategies that you do. It's just how you handle things when that does happen. Are you prepared? Do you have money management in place if something were to happen, where if you did have 6 or 7 losses in a row? How are you going to get out of that? And that's the power behind the Trade Manager. It takes out all of that guesswork, which used to drive me crazy. Man, it was like a complete nightmare. I would always be worried, and I would always be down, blowing accounts. Okay, let's look for dot number 1. Okay, there's the first dot. There's a second one. It looks like it's pushing up a little bit. I need a little bit more push. Give me a little bit more. And that was a break even. So what do we do if we have a break even? Well, we don't do anything on the Trade Manager. We just leave it like it is. We just continue trading. Because a break even, what that means is that pocket option has given you your money back, right? But it's not giving you more than what you put in. It's not giving you less. It's just giving back what you put. So let's look for that first dot to appear. Okay, there's the first dot way down there at the bottom. Let's wait for that second one to appear. There it is. Oh, that was, this is super risky, guys. I don't know what it's going to do. Oh, that was a win. So back over here on the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, we can mark that as a win. But of course, when it's always the first win, we can go ahead and end the session. So let's go ahead and mark this as another session that has been completed over on the session counter. The new balance inside a pocket option is 302. Yeah, it's not really worth marking it as a win because I know the next trade size is going to be less than $1. And since we can't trade with less than $1 inside a pocket option, I'll just go ahead and just leave it like it is. But look, it's compounding now. So before we were at the first trade amount was 109, and now we're at 110. So as your initial capital starts to build when you're doing these strategies, so will your trade amounts. Those will also start to compound as well. So now we can change the trade amount from 109 to 110. That's it. And you just continue trading. All right, there's the second dot there that has just appeared, but it's moving away from that second dot. So I went ahead and entered. And sure enough, guys, that is another win. So that's 3 wins in a row with the Parabolic dot strategy. Just incredible. This video is getting a little bit long, but really didn't put up with much of a fight on this video. You know, a lot of my videos, it's not always this easy, guys. I don't always have just wins in a row. And so I do have losses and I do show you those losses, but it just looks like today on this strategy, we've got 3 wins in a row, but this is something for you to try out. I'm not going to mark that as a win. I'm just going to look over here and you can see that my account balance is up at 301. If you do have a loss though, because we didn't have a loss on this video, but if you do have one, you will mark it as a loss and the trade manager will give you the next trade amount that you need to enter. Okay? If that is a loss, then you enter and mark this as another loss and you enter in the next trade amount. Okay? This is not exactly martingale, guys. If it was martingale, I would have to use the exact same, or I would have to double the previous amount. And you can see this is 382. If this was doubled, it would be like, $4.12, but it's not. It's actually less than that. So it's not exactly martingale. It is a form of that. It's actually it's actually more of a Kelly criterion probability theory method is how, as far as the results and everything and the algorithm that is behind this. But this is very powerful, guys. If you have seen yourself or if you find yourself in a position where, you're having multiple losses and you're trying to catch up or chase and make up for those losses, which happens to a lot of beginner traders. They come out, especially using binary options or pocket option for the very first time. And you've got a string of losses and you do not know what to do. And you keep adding more and more money. You keep adding larger dollar amounts and you just keep digging your hole deeper and deeper. And next thing you know, you're down a few $100s in just a matter of minutes. And I don't think that's the plan, right? That's not what you guys want to do. And the key is there needs to be some type of money management in place. Because if you can't control your emotions, if you found that might be something that you struggle with, is the temptation when it comes to trading is pretty strong. Or the excitement. If you have a win, maybe you're going to try to get another win, or maybe you're going to try to fiddle with the dollar amounts inside a pocket option. The trade manager prevents you from doing that. And it takes that stress from you, always having to be concerned. It takes the guesswork out of knowing exactly what to put in. So that's one of the greatest things about it. And so try out this strategy, guys, the Parabolic dot. I wish you all the best of success, and we will see you on the next video. Have a good day. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this trade manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.